and welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm glad you joined us today. It's day 19 of our 28-day chair yoga journey together. We're going to start seated and then we'll move into a standing pigeon pose, then along with some other poses, and then we'll move back to seated. So I hope you'll click that subscribe button. Don't forget it is free. Leave me a comment and let's get started. So we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair. We're moving forward. We're not leaning back. Taking a moment to focus on that mind and body and breath. We're going to ground those feet to the earth. We're going to ground our sits bones to the chair. Let's lift our heart. Lower our shoulders out of the ears. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Flip those palms up. Close your eyes and connect to your heart center. Let go of everything outside of the room. Focusing your attention inward. Let's begin to notice the breath, your natural inhalation and exhalation. And then we're going to elongate that breath. So we're going to inhale a little more deeply and exhale a little more completely. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. This time, try to make that exhalation longer than the inhalation. Inhale and exhale. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. We're going to bring our hands down by our side and we're going to shrug our shoulders up into our ears. And then we're going to let them fall. Let gravity help there. Let's shrug those shoulders up into the ears and then let them fall. Let's do that one more time. Shrug those shoulders and let them fall. Let's move to extended mountain. So we're going to lengthen our arms up towards the ceiling. Remember, pull the shoulders down, belly is tight. We're going to lean our mountain just a little bit here, super gentle, thinking about keeping this hip down. And we're going to bring those hands up. And we're going to lean our mountain the other way. And come up and bring your hands down and just take a little break. Okay. So we're going to do that again, adding on. We're going to bring our palms together, interlace our fingers, and have our pointer finger to the ceiling. Okay. So let's do that again. Let's do that. Extending those arms up to the ceiling. Palms are together. Interlace your fingers. Pointer finger is up to the ceiling. Okay, now we're going to lean our mountain again. Remember, keeping the hip down, right? This opposite hip stays down. Okay, let's come up and we're going to lean the other way. And we're going to come up now. Let's lean again. And then I want you just to turn and look up at the ceiling. So just a little gentle twist here. Take the twist out, come up, and we're going to lean the other way. Gentle twist up and release that. Hands back to the ceiling and release. All right, excellent work. So we're going to do some full body circles. Then we're going to start by just leaning to the left. Hands are on those thighs. We're going to come forward. Hold on to those thighs. Give yourself a little support. Then we're going to come to the right. Now as we go back, we're going to try to lean back as far as we can without resting on that chair. You'll feel your abdominals engage. And then let's do that again. So we're just making a big circle here. There's your back. There's your other side. And then, now let's all come back up to seated. And we're going to do that again, but we're going to reverse it. All right, so we're going to start to the right this time. And then let's go forward. To the left and back. Let's do that again. Full body circles. Just a little warm up for the spine. Belly stays tight. And let's come up to seated. Okay, so now the add-on for that one I call stirring the pot. So we're going to use our arms and we're acting like we're stirring a big cauldron, okay? So we're going to be engaging our arms. We're going to get a little deeper into that back and a little bit more into those core muscles. So if you want to do the previous version, it's fine. You don't ever have to add on, ever. But if you want to add on, we're going to grab that stick and we're going to come forward. There's your back working, belly tight. Let's come to the right and back we go. There's your abdominals. Come to the left. Make that circle. Let's do that again. Okay, and it's going to reverse it. One more time. And release. All right, excellent work. Just warming up through the center of the body, right? A little bit of that core warm up. Okay, so we're going to do a variation on horse pose. If you've been with me through this series, we have done horse pose before. This one's just a little bit different. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lift our right heel up off the mat. Okay, and then we're going to put that heel down and then we're going to lift the left heel up. And we're going to put it down. Let's do that again. Lift and down and lift and down. Again. Lift, down, lift, down. Last one. Lift, down, lift, and down. Okay, so now there's going to be a little brain work. So my right heel is going to lift, but my left toes are going to lift. So we call this rocking. And now they're both feet are flat, and then we're reversing it. So one heel and the other toes, and feet are flat, and rock. You feel it? And flat, and rock. And flat, and rock. Last one, last side. We've got this. And release. So a little movement for those feet. Should feel like a really good stretch. Now, the first add-on is going to be an arm lift. And remember, you don't have to do the arm, you don't have to add on. But I'm going to go back to the heel, and the same arm of the heel that's lifting is, I'm lifting that arm. And then I'm going to come down. And then the other side. Lift and down. Switch. Lift and down. Again. Lift and down. Lift, down, lift, and down. Okay, so the final add-on is instead of the heel, I'm going to lift the knee and the arm. Same side. Here we go. Lift and down. And switch sides. Lift and down. Let's switch. Lift and down and switch. Lift and down. Again. Lift. Is your abdominals tight, right? Are you belly button to spine? We do one more on each side. Keeping the back nice and long, crown of the head to the ceiling, and release. All right, good work there. Okay, so now we're going to start with just a half shoulder press. So I'm going to start again with my right arm, and it's just a half shoulder press, okay? And let's do that again, just see how that feels. And then we're going to come down and let's do the other side. So I want you to just check in with those shoulders, see how that's feeling. Okay, now let's go to the other side, and we're going to do that half shoulder press, and then we're going to open. And then we're going to close. What are we working on, right? You feel that shoulder, that joint there? Let's lift and open and close and down. Let's do that again. Lift and open, close, and down. Other side. Lift, open, close, and down. Okay, we've got one more thing to add. So we're going to do the half shoulder press. We're going to open, close, turn your palm to face you, and then do a bicep curl. And down. Let's do that other side. Half shoulder press up, open, and bicep curl. Okay, So now, checking in, how's everything feeling, right? I know it's a lot of work on that joint, that shoulder joint. We want to keep those joints nice and movable, right? Mobile, I guess that's the right word. Okay, so we're going to do both at the same time. So we're going to start with that half shoulder press. We're going to open. We're going to close. Both hands do a bicep curl. And then we're going to do that again. Oops, I forgot the shoulder press. And then open. And then bicep curl. Now the final add-on, if your shoulders are feeling okay, palms face each other, you're going to do a full press all the way to the ceiling and down and open and close, bicep curl. Let's do that again. Palms face each other, shoulder press all the way to the ceiling and down. Open your book and close, bicep curl. Let's do one more, just one more. Press it up, full shoulder press. And open. Palms face you, bicep curl, and release. How did that feel? I know, a little bit of work on those shoulders. Okay, we're going to come to standing behind our chair. All right. So this is a standing pigeon pose. Now you're going to stay behind your chair and you're going to have that chair right there for support. I'm just going to step out so you can see me a little bit better, but you stay right behind that chair. So I'm stepping out just a little bit so you can see me. So we're going to put our weight into our left leg and we're going to cross ankle to ankle. Okay? Pull your belly in super tight. Push your hips back. All right, so just hold on, hanging on to the back of that chair. Now, if it's in your way, you can step back a little bit, if that makes sense, right? If the back of the chair is kind of in your way, so it would be here, you can always step back just a little bit. So I'm crossing at the ankles, my hips are shooting back, standing pigeon pose. And let's come up, and we're going to go straight to the other side for this one, okay, before we add on. So we're going to cross ankle to ankle. You can bend the supporting knee a little bit. Shoot your hips back. That's the key to this whole series, is making sure those hips shoot back and then let your heart fall. So the sensation is back here, okay? So the stretch is happening in that glute area, okay? One more breath and come up. Okay, so now what I'd like for you to think about is walking your hands down the sides of the chair, okay? So you'll be crossing. Let's go back to the other side. Which one did we do? I think we had I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We're going to do both. So I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to cross it in front. I'm going to bend my supporting knee. I'm going to shoot my hips back. Now, if it feels okay, what you'll do is you'll begin to walk your hands down the back of the chair and you continue to shoot your hips back. Oh my, how does that feel? Do you feel that right here in this glute? I do. Okay, we have one more breath and let's come up and let's switch sides. Okay, so the other weight is in the other leg, cross at the ankle, bend that supporting knee just a little bit, right? Belly stays tight. Now, as you begin to bend the supporting knee, push your hips back behind you and begin to let that heart fall forward. Walking the hands down the back of your chair. You've got that support. This is not balance. Hang on to that chair. It's fine. Let's do one more breath and then we're going to come up and release. Okay. Now, this is a significant add-on. So I want you to just do what works for you. If you want to stick with this version, crossing ankle to ankle, please do. Hold the chair. If you want to try the next version, I'm going to bend my supporting knee just a little bit, and then I'm going to bring that leg up above that knee. So I'm bending the knee to kind of give this ankle a spot to sit, right? Does that make sense? Okay, hang out here first. How's that feeling? I know, right here. This is what you should be feeling, this hip and glute. Hang on to that chair. All right, bend that supporting knee, shoot the hips back. Move your hands down the chair if that feels okay. Maybe you even bring your hands down to the seat of the chair. Ha ha, how does that feel? Oh yeah. We have one more breath. All right, let's all come back up to standing. Whew. Walk it out just a little bit. And we're going to go to the other side. Let's do it. So standing knee is soft, crossing that ankle up above it. So be sure you've got that little spot for that ankle to hang out here. Okay, are you feeling it? Bend that supporting knee, shoot the hips back behind you, and maybe you begin to walk your hands down that chair, the back of the chair, maybe even to the seat of the chair. Oh boy, that's quite a stretch. We have one more breath here, and up we go. All right, let's take a moment here and walk that out. That's really, really good work. I feel that right through here, right? Good stretch. Okay, we're going to move into a standing tree pose. So we've got our hands right here on that chair, and I want you to put the weight into the leg next to the chair, okay? And then we're going to create our kickstand. So this heel is just up against the ankle of the standing foot. Okay, does that make sense? You feel that? All right, so balance, this is a balanced pose, and remember, balanced poses require us to really focus in on the abdominals, so we pull that belly in, we lift those pelvic floor muscles up, like just really engaging all of these muscles here. Find a spot that's not moving. It really helps if you kind of focus in on some area in front of you. We're going to let go of that chair and we're going to bring our hands to our heart. See how that feels. Belly tight. Okay. Now inhale to prepare from here, and then we're just going to add our branches to our trees. Hands to the ceiling. Beautiful chair pose. Tree pose. One more breath here. Let's bring our hands back down to the chair and release. Okay, very, very good. So we're going to do the other side. We're going to come to the other side of our chair. We're going to place the weight into the leg next to the chair, and we're going to create that kickstand. Okay? So my heel is just kind of resting up against the ankle of that standing leg. I've got my hand on that chair. I'm going to pull that belly in as tight as I can. I'm going to lift those pelvic floor muscles. I'm going to lower my shoulders out of my ears. Find that spot that's not moving. Focus in on it. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale to prepare. We're going to add the branches to our trees. We have one more breath. Bring your hands back down and release. That's so good. Good, good, good. Okay. So we're going to come back behind our chair and we're going to work into a goddess pose. So from here, we're going to do a heel, toe, heel, toe. So my knees are in alignment with my toes, and my toes are out at a diagonal. Belly stays tight. Let's go ahead and hold that chair for right now. Bend your knees. Now your hips are going to go back, okay? So what I don't want to have happen, let me just show you. You stay behind your chair. So what I don't want to have happen is when you bend your knees come forward. That's not what I don't want, your knees in front of your toes. Okay, so as you bend your knees, you're shooting your hips back. You should feel your quadriceps working, okay? Belly tight. All right, are we there? Are we feeling okay? All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to let go of that chair. Let's take our left hand first and place it on our belly. And take our other hand and place it on our heart. Let's take a deep breath in here. See if you can feel your belly extend as you inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Place your hands on that chair, straighten the legs, and let's come back in and take a break. Okay, we're going to do that again. And what I'd like for you to see is if you can get a little deeper into that squat, okay, into that goddess pose. Just see if it works for you. Okay, let's start here with that heel, toe, heel, toe. Make sure your toes are at a diagonal. We're going to pull that belly in super tight, lift those pelvic floor muscles. We're going to bend our knees and shoot our hips back. Hold that chair is fine. Can you get any deeper into your goddess pose? Okay, let's take the other hand to the belly and the opposite hand to the heart. Let's take a deep breath in. Feel that belly extend. Exhale, pull that belly button in. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Place your hands on the chair, straighten those legs, and heel toe those feet back together. Excellent work. Let's come back to seated. So I'm forward in my chair, I'm not leaning back. Let's take our right knee and open. Let your left knee fall down towards the floor. Turn so that you're facing this wall. So you're up on those back toes. This back leg is nice and long. Maybe you extend the kneecap, back of the kneecap towards the ceiling for a little more stretch here. You feel that? Crescent lunge. And release it, and let's do that one more time. Oh yeah, feeling that stretch. One more breath. Let's release that and face forward. Same leg. Extend it out in front of you, toes to the ceiling. Lengthen through the spine, belly tight, hands on thighs. Moving into pyramid pose. Looking out beyond your toes, not look down. Tuck the chin and roll it up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come forward. Tuck that chin and roll it up. We've got one more. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, forward we go. And tuck that chin and roll it up. Same leg, we're going to bring it either onto that knee if that feels okay for you, or you're going to cross at the ankle. Either is fine. Lengthen nice and long through the spine on an inhale. Exhale, keep the back flat, looking out, not down, and let that heart begin to fall forward. Tuck that chin and roll it up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, down we go. And roll it up. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, down we go. And release. Let's place that foot on the floor, and we're going to go to the other side. Let's open nice and wide first. We're going to let this knee fall down towards the floor. Push that foot back behind you. Lift that heart up. Maybe back of the kneecap lengthens up towards the ceiling. Hold and breathe your crescent lunge. Hold the movement, not the breath. Release it. Let's do that one more time. And release. Go ahead and face forward. Extend the same leg out in front of you. Toes up to the ceiling. Hands resting on the thighs. Extend through the spine on an inhale. Exhale, let that heart fall forward, pyramid pose. Tuck that chin and roll it up. Extend nice and long, inhale. Exhale, down we go. Look out, not down. One more. Tuck that chin and roll it up. Exhale, down we go. And roll it up. Okay, ready for pigeon? Remember, ankle to ankle is an option, or ankle to knee, your choice. Nice long spine, inhale. Exhale, let that heart fall forward, look out. Tuck the chin and roll it up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, down we go. Wow, I feel this one a lot. And tuck that chin and roll it up. Do you find one side more willing than the other? Right. Down we go. Oh, yeah. And release. Okay, we made it. Moving into Savasana pose. So let's just move back in our chair, leaning back if that feels okay for you. Hands resting lightly on the thighs. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out.
Activate your resourcefulness. Some people have access to great and varied resources. Others have a characteristic that can be even more valuable: resourcefulness. No matter what you have or don't have, you can find ways to make better use of it by employing your resourcefulness and learning from the experience. You strengthen that resourcefulness. Resourcefulness is a child of gratitude. The more appreciative you are for whatever you have, the more ways you can find to make good use of it. Without sufficient resourcefulness, time, resources, and opportunities get wasted. That doesn't do any good. A life of fulfillment is not primarily about what you start with. It's more about what you do with it. How can you make use of what's available to get from where you are to where you desire? Allow gratitude to activate your resourcefulness, and you're well on the way.
Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug, pressing that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head a gentle tug, pressing that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Very well done, my fellow bottoms downies. We have already made it to the end of day 19. Please keep showing up. Click that subscribe button. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you tomorrow.